history, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Roadrunners will put total leather and we'll get started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Finds Zach Freeze, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. Hauls it in.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The RPO fire complete to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Got it, looking for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tucker. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Down for the offense. wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
To the air, it's McCown. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs can make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Fleming. He is smashing people. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Third down, and they'll try the jet sweep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll call for the fair catch here. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those first down markers and get that first down.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw. It's McCown. Throws to the wideout. Lost. The defense is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Roadrunners are marching down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
1st and goal, UTSA.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he's knocked down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This defense has forced a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? Trying to surge it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. They're trying to get to it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. TSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Give to the back. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's caught inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. 2nd down coming.
We're trying to get it to the running back. It's a really nice effort by him to try to make the catch. Just couldn't get a foot down in bounds. Incomplete.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. It's now 2nd down.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the returner will be knocked down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Shoots it to the left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tucker. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
1st downs is that alone. Just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Keeps looking downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. There he goes. Open it up. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his big tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Takes a handoff. It's Barnes. The Roadrunners get enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Back to throw, it's McCown. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Into the end zone. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hurst. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film section.
Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Using his legs, it's Henry. And the Roadrunners will keep this drive going.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Fires left. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught near the sideline, it's Carpenter. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And the Roadrunners are in the red zone. Power football with the run. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Snap in the shotgun. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Pulls it in on the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
26, UTSA, 14.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. It's complete on the right side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Here's the score. Georgia State, 26. UTSA, 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Using the quick game. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
It's now second down after the short completion. To the air. It's McCown. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quarterback will audible. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Looking for a productive play on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Tucker. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards?
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard. And I'm
just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Just steamrolling his way through. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Touchdown, Panthers!
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UTSA 14.
Fair catch called for and made. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires it down the seam. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this thing.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, UTSA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
From the gun, running back on the move. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that